Are you pro insert or pro milled face? What do you prefer? Let's get into his what's in the bag. I thought it was very interesting, very eclectic. Took note of the 3 wood, the final round. I was like, oh, that's not a ping club that he's swinging there. So very interesting seeing his what's in the bag coming out yesterday and today. Even though he is a ping staffer, no bones about it. Where's the ping logo on the hat? But clearly he's 2 models behind on the driver. The 425 still in the bag. The old Fujikara speeder shaft here, 661 TR X stiff, 45.75 with being a tipped 1 inch. And the driver set at 8.5. Saw a couple of measurements that he might be at 8.4 as well. So, what do you think about him rocking the old 425?
There's nothing wrong with going previous models if it's not hurting you. I mean, the G430 is still a good club. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many. You are trying so much, these manufacturers, to make money and release what they would call the latest and greatest. But I mean, you're eking like the my golf spy guy said. You're eking 1 and 2 miles of ball speed out every year or every 6 months and stuff like that. I mean, how much are you really gaining if you're not hitting out of the middle of the face as it is? I mean,
Right.
so
Right. Maybe
this
tighter
guy is so
dispersion.
right. This guy is so fine tuned. I don't think there's even a necessary need for that. And him playing a 9 degree or 8.5, I think that's insane with the launch that he gets. I think that like that in itself is a talent. You mean you playing an
Yeah.
8.5 and you're launching it like it's a 3 hybrid or a 3 wood or something like that. I mean it
I mean, he's a strong guy. You can look at the thumbnail today and see the guy is pretty damn ripped. Gets a lot of
absolutely.
ball speed going. He's got a unique move where it's kind of over the top. It's an interesting setup because it's almost like he sets up for the draw and then does the little kind of it's hard to say it's over the top, but it's almost like a little push fade. It's an
Yeah.
interesting setup, like definitely something that if you get off, I can see where that can just really have a hard time finding the feel back on that type of setup because it's just not
Hmm.
traditional at all. Noticeable sim, the original TaylorMade sim, TI at 15 degrees, Fujikara Ventus Black 7X. Definitely has upgraded the shaft, but I mean, that's like a 4-year-old club at this point, maybe 5.
Like closer to 6.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think
like
about this choice?
2018 or so. I mean, I played my Sim Max for as long as I could. I played that 3 or 4 years deep. I love my Sim Max. I still have it. I actually recently just I had let my coworker borrow it because he was in between drivers. Um,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Hey, do you still have my Sim Max? Give me that back, just in case if this Titleist wants to act up, But
Yeah.
right now, me and my TSR 3 are really having a good time. We're having a bonding moment right now through the season. So it
Yeah.
might just kind of hang out in my trunk or slash my office. But it's the same to me. A backup driver is the same as a backup putter. It's nothing for me to put you in timeout, bro. It is nothing for me to put you in timeout.
Yeah. Especially if you have something that's worked for you in the past. Um, it can be easy. Golf is such a game of comfort
Yep.
and feeling good and confidence over what you're about to hit. So if you have good memories from a particular club, um, you know, there's nothing to it. I mean, to go back to it if it's just sitting in the garage waiting for you to pull out of a whole bag. So clearly he's got the feels going on with this thing and really enjoys it. And clearly Ping hasn't been able to put anything out that's bested this 3 wood from years ago. I mean, and TaylorMade is dominating at that point when this club was released. There was nobody even competing in the wood game with TaylorMade. So a lot of
Right.
manufacturers have come up to that level at this stage, but at the point where this one was released, no one was topping what they were doing.
Yeah.
Um, got a little more eclectic. The Titleist U505 with the graphite design, AD, and the 85X shaft. Tour AD, man, I'm telling you, making a little bit of a resurgence. Love seeing them out there, that orange and white pattern. Even seeing them drop in the black and white and orange. But clearly, again, strong guy. Doesn't seem like even the type that would consider a hybrid. Just going straight with the utility iron here. What do you think here?
Yeah, I mean the Titleist driving iron, probably one of the better looking ones. Unfortunately, Ping just has a big and bulky one. It really just presents as a game improvement club. It just never really rings off as pretty or aesthetically pleasing or anything like that. Now, I mean, you might pipe it 270, but
Yeah,
I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look
looks
at how
like
that looks down by the ball.
you don't want to look at a shovel while you're playing.
Absolutely not. So I definitely think that this is probably as adventurous as he gets, really. Everything else in his bag is pretty ping ho hum. I mean, we'll see that
Yeah,
as we go through it, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ping I-210, 4 through pitching wedge, KBS Tour V120X. Pretty standard. I mean, this is an older iron from Ping as well. Not exactly
Yep.
the latest and greatest, but again, when you find something that works, I'm sure he's got several sets in the garage ready to pull out if loses a face or as the grooves start to wear out over time. Especially as much as he probably beats balls. So, um, sometimes especially with irons, I don't think you need the latest and greatest. The tech, especially in a forged iron, you're not going to get much change year to year
Yeah.
from irons.
I think it's a pretty looking iron. Uh, Kind of really not confusing, but really I'm more surprised that he's playing the I-210. I mean, you got the I-50, you got the 59s coming back, you got the blueprints. There's so many pretty ping clubs that, are really not going to mess you up. For him to be playing essentially a low handicap player's iron and enjoying it and winning
Right.
with it is pretty insane to me. But you like what you like. The top line is thin enough. He probably gets a lot of workability out of it, or enough workability, and probably gets a little bit of a juice face because it is more of a player improvement iron. So yeah, I think that's kind of like one of the coolest things about Vic right now.
Yeah. And just for put it on the record, this is a iron that was released in 2018. So
Yep.
7-year old iron there. And on the wedges, he's actually been a big proponent of ping wedges, which that's not common. Even though I think by testing standards, my golf spy really rates the ping wedges um, kind of near the top. I mean, I still think Vokey's the industry leader, and you know they've got such a lead on everybody that it's hard to overtake them. But
Yeah.
Ping's actually had some pretty decent reviews. He's playing the 50 degree and 56 degree, in the S159, and then the Ping Glide 2.0 in his 60 degree. I always love getting your thoughts just for those out there watching on the bounce. I don't know why I thought the bounce on the 60 seemed relatively low. Could be conditions on the course. Tell me what your thoughts are on the bounce there.
Yeah. It is pretty low. I mean, usually when you're looking at a 60, you're probably in 4 degrees of bounce. Something where you can really open it up, really, open the face and play a flop if needed. That's your most versatile club when you're playing a 60. You don't really hit full shots with it. So you want to have that versatility of being able to lay that edge down, not have it catch. And I think that's one of the best parts about, I think that's why he gravitates towards the glide for the 60 degree, because the glide is one of those it's one of those wedges where it literally it's in the title of the wedge. It glides more than others. It doesn't really
Mm,
stick. It doesn't really have like a jabby type motion. It won't allow you to. So I think he that allows him to kind of get his short game more in order and give him that confidence that he didn't previously have. So 6 degrees is kind of that's still pretty low, but I mean my 58 is 8 degrees of bounce, and I would say that's
right.
on the higher side of things. I really want to look into getting a lower bounce on a 58 and seeing what that feels like. But as of now, I have no complaints. So 6 degrees is right in the middle of what you would call low to high bounce with a higher lofted wedge, a lob wedge, that is.
Yeah. And then not finishing him off, but Ping PLD DS 72. I really like the finish on this Ping putter. You're seeing a lot more players with this kind of oil can type of finish.
Hmm.
I'm a mallet. I'm a half mallet guy, so this one looks attractive to me all day. Looks like he's got a lot of face real estate to work with as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Ping does a great job with putters. Really solid product. I mean, outside of just finish and professionalism, I think Ping, it goes Scotty Cameron, Ping, and then you kind of get into the Callaway, Toulon lineup in terms of just kind of quality materials and just looks
Yeah.
like you'd be willing to pay $500, $600 for a putter that looks like this. Um, not a lot of adjustability. I don't think this has a lot of weight adjustment that you can make on it, but again, just looks great to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's really it's top three to me. As far as like major manufacturers, I mean, it doesn't get much better than Odyssey and Ping. They really kind of set the standard as far as that goes. We really and honestly, we just got in their new line. The face looks great. Um, they have I mean, I don't know. As far as the product goes, if it was, I still have a Ping putter in my closet just in case. And it's a wide blade. And I love it. It's a black face. It's not an insert. It's got like I don't know how to explain it. It's called the Cushion 4. Look it up, friends.
Okay.
It's the Cushion 4. It's a great one.
Are
But
are you
yeah,
pro are you pro insert or pro milled face? What do you prefer?
I'm pro milled face now. It's the work that they've done. It's receptive enough. The roll is great. Um, I mean, I don't know. We were spoiled. We started with Nike Method putters. Feel like they had a really amazing insert. It was hard to recapture that as far as softness and reception and forgiveness and things like that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we got spoiled. So I'm not really trying to ever go back to insert. So the AI one and the Odyssey putter and stuff. I don't. It's cool. I like it. I like the navy. I like the gold, but yeah, it's not for me. I'm sorry.
Cool. And then pretty standard. He's playing the Titleist Pro V1 ball. He's played Titleist his whole entire career, hasn't strayed from that. So no surprises there. And I think I saw a little blurb the other day that he had returned to his Nike Roche shoes from a couple of seasons ago as well, which they don't.
The Rossi
I don't think
Tour.
they even. Yeah, they don't produce that tour anymore. They still have the mesh ones, but not the tour. So I don't know how many of those he's got in the closet to alternate through. But I mean, I've always been a big proponent of shoes make. I don't know, like there's certain shoes that I just play better in.
No, for
You
sure.
know, so like feels. I like the running shoe type of fit. A lot of the Nike adaptations of running shoes have fit me well. Um, I have some good rounds in some of my FJs, but then there's some shoes that I suck in and I just don't like.
Yeah,
So you like what you like when you're on the course, and clearly, Viktor Hovland has also said I got to try something after having a
yeah.
year and a half of of struggle play. So, shout out to him. That's his what's in the bag. Hopefully we get to see him playing and performing well throughout the remainder of this. You get a lot of stuff out of this channel, y'all. A little business knowledge, a little technical golf knowledge, a little BS in here and there. You're in a well-rounded environment. So hit that subscribe button, hit that membership button. We got you covered on all things golf.